what are these questions for?
They're for our podcast. That's right.
You guys wanted one more Encore episode podcast, so here it is. We are at episode 3. Who would have thought we would have gotten it this far? This is pretty incredible.
I didn't.
Let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Travis, and I sing for the band.
My name is Hunter, and I play guitar in the band.
There's Coley. I play keys and guitar.
My name's Danny, and this is Charles.
No, for real though.
My name is Charles, and I formatted the SD card.
There you go.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, that actually
Wow.
that we would have not had this podcast.
Talking
without that.
dirty to all those tech fans out there. Format that SD card.
And the 5 of us.
Over there.
Oh my
No
God.
Apple Journal.
All right.
I'm going to wipe all 32 gigs.
I gotta kill that tech talk soon.
Dude, you said uncensored.
Oh. We are from a band called We the Kings, and we are currently on tour celebrating 10 years of being a band, which is crazy. A lot of bands that we've toured with and started out touring with came and have left the scene, and we're very, very proud to say that we're still here.
Yeah, I have a little bit of a qualm. So when most people stay with like a company or a certain corporation for a certain amount of years, they get a nice like diamond watch or something. I'm looking at the rest of the band. Do you guys get like a diamond watch or anything for 10 years of commitment to service with We the Kings?
It was under the stipulation that I'll sell X amount of candy bars, so then I could pick a watch or a nice hat.
I'm actually getting a failed liver, so yeah, that's been a huge help in the past 10 years.
Consolation, kiddo. You earned it.
Cirrhosis of the liver.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that we didn't sign up for that we now have.
I think I just going to send my address back to management. They'll sort it out there.
I think they sent it years ago.
Yeah.
Years ago.
Okay, cool.
One's an IOU.
It'll get there.
On a napkin. That's a keep.
So today is exciting. Because,
Why?
I'll tell you why. Because we just found out that Sad Song is very, very close to becoming gold. So by RIAA standards for the U.S., you must sell 500,000 copies of a single in order for it to be certified gold. And we're very, very close to that mark. So I feel like if we just said, hey, if you're at your computer listening right now, just give a Sad Song a little download and then help us. Or, because streams...
Not a sad song anymore!
No, it's not. Let's celebrate.
Nice.
Wow,
Nice.
that's
nice.
such a laugh. So we... What's awesome about it is it doesn't have to always be sales. Now that streaming is huge with Spotify and Vivo and YouTube, it all helps. So we might be able to get another little plaque here soon, and that's all thanks to you guys listening.
Also, management, if you're listening, I'll take a gold wristwatch to be a little bit of a metaphor. Thanks.
Not. Oh yeah, I
I
get
gotta
it.
slip it in when I can, Trav. Just keep going.
No, of course. Cole, just what's on your mind right now?
I'm watching this guy in his balcony over there, and I couldn't tell if he was looking out of a telescope or talking on his phone.
And back to the podcast.
All right.
We actually, so people watching is a very big part of We the Kings. A lot of people want to know, hey, what goes on after the show and after the cameras turn off, for those of us and who vlog and put stuff on YouTube. What happens when the cameras go off? What happens when we're not on stage? Coley kind of just summed it up perfectly. We people watch. We stare. So the line will go in to the show. Like I said, we're on tour right now, and we're almost done. We're at the remaining weeks. We will stare at the crowd and just be like, that person looks cool. I'd want to hang out with them.
Salt Lake City yesterday, we watched for like 15 minutes this girl trying to parallel park.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
Oh my gosh, that poor thing.
Yeah,
Oh
she
my.
kept scraping up her like hubcaps. Or
It would.
so bad for that car.
It would look like me if I tried to parallel park, because I don't know if you guys know, it's not a thing for Floridians. Like, we don't have to take that in our driving test. And this girl, she just kept picture shimmying like a lowercase u against the curb. She just couldn't figure out that you had to
She curbed it at one point.
Oh, she did.
Oh my God, her rims were gone on that right front tire. And here's what upset me the most. So for all future scenarios, if you're there was a girl that was standing in between the car that was trying to park and the
Oh
back
my
of another
gosh.
car,
Yeah.
saying like, "Hey, okay, come closer, come
Yeah,
closer."
she was doing that thing where she held up her hands to show her how much distance she had, but she was standing right where she should have been.
She would have been the bumper.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, you're on my kneecaps. You're good.
You're good. Yeah, she could have done that from
Any
from,
other angle.
Yeah, or literally from anywhere else, but she could have done it from the curb. The girl's already freaked out, going back, just throwing it in reverse, throwing it in drive. She ends up doing it. She parks the car as good as she possibly can, and we decided. Yeah,
I stuck my hands out the window and applauded her because it was
they
just
started laughing.
It was such an intense roller coaster for me. I didn't know if she was going to make it. When she did, it was such a release.
That was like
And-
10 minutes of our time right there.
and I was just about to say they probably were wondering how long we've been watching. And,
Yeah.
And if you're listening now, we watched the entire time.
Worst part about it, it was in a no parking zone.
Oh yeah, and then we watched it get towed.
Oh my. Yes, the wild stories on tour, y'all. I think Motley Crue has a chapter about this in their book.
We watched The Bachelor for like the last 2 weeks.
That's embarrassing, but yeah. So The Bachelor, which ended a couple weeks ago,
Trav, Hunter, and myself watching the finale.
we were very into it. The
Really into it.
The show's uncensored, so we're just gonna. I'll go out there and say it.
Pretty sure Nick was gonna marry himself. That's what I thought was gonna happen.
For those of you who don't know, Nick is this bachelor. There's this TV show called The Bachelor.
So now they know we're not kidding because Tunner just talked about it like the whole world watches the show. Oh.
But now that's over, and we're feeling a little bit of withdrawal. Now we have to watch like soccer games and basketball. It sucks.
Bunch of FIFA.
No, you guys were into it. Like, not like it wasn't casually in the background. You were like like it was 9 o'clock. You're like waving your hands like, oh my god, we gotta get to the Bachelor.
The channel changer, and just ripping it.
Yeah, if I
I
would
had no say in anything.
I wasn't super proud about what I was. People would walk on the bus and I'd kind of like look away, and be like, "Oh yeah, this is on. You can change it. Don't change
yeah, I
it."
think we were watching something earlier and it's just overlapped a little bit.
This really cool TV show's coming up next. Just
Beach volleyball.
it's on in an hour and 15 minutes. We just wanted to make sure we get an early front row seat.
Oh yeah.
Hunter,
Yes.
if you were team who? If you had to pick a girl, team who? Regardless of obviously we know what happened.
I was Team Raven.
Is
I
this
wanted
Harry
her to
Potter
win.
or The Bachelor?
This is the Bachelor. Are we going too deep into it?
Dirty Harry Potter jokes.
No, I thought Hufflepuff had a nice dress and she was really nice to Nick.
All right, so you're going with the Southern Belle,
I was Team Raven for the win, but
and she didn't get picked.
she didn't. She got whatever. But I really did like Corinne on the show.
Oh my gosh.
Oh shit!
No, she's not the hottest one. That's the other one.
She's not the hottest one.
The hottest one is the special education teacher that won. What is her name?
Vanessa.
Vanessa.
Oh, I was more knocking you because like you called one of the girls out. Like, I want to say Corinne's hot, not hotter than Valentina. Hi, Valentina. But I know Corinne was just kind of the worst, in all sense of like playing the Bachelor game. But something about her.
She played the TV game. She knew what she was doing.
Yeah, she knew what she was doing.
played
It was
her
like
role.
remember Puck from back in the day? What was it?
He's from Real World Check?
Yeah. The real world guy.
Reworld.
Real.
Hunter, I will agree with you on your second attempt. I was absolutely Team Corinne. She was a big reason why I watched the show. I knew she wasn't going to win, but she was really fun to watch.
I think the Nashville girl was my favorite. The one that was the prenatal nurse, Danielle.
Oh yeah.
Everyone keeps
knows
all
the
right.
names.
Everyone keeps looking at me. I don't know what you're talking about. And for the sake of the people who don't know what you're talking about, we got to wrap up this Bachelor
All
talk.
right. Here's how we'll wrap it up. The National College Football Championship was playing the same night as The Bachelor. You came to pick me up from my house.
True story. Well, I came up.
Did you?
Hold on. No, I
no,
need to
no,
tell
no,
this from
no.
my perspective because I know what you're about to do. You're about to sabotage me. You said, "Hey, bro."
I'm just gonna tell
I
it
think
how
you
it
actually
is.
said, "Bruh," like capital UH.
BRAH.
Yeah, hey, bro.
Brah.
You want to come over and watch the NCAA championship football game? I was like, hell yeah, we're road
Sounds-
dogs. Yeah,
yeah,
bro,
bring some
yeah,
beers, sounds
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Super
We'll
dudes.
arm wrestle at halftime. And get over there. The Bachelor's on. There's like 7 girls there, and I sit down and I just get right into it. I got sucked in for one episode, and then I had to get out.
Okay, so they play segments and they go to commercial. Play segments. He played one segment, forgot that the National Football Championship was even going on, and then he was like, "Yo, I'm not getting roped into this." By the second segment, he's like, "Yeah, but why is Corinne even doing that?" And he was like, "Holy shit, I can't believe I even said that."
But there's one point where I was in one of your empty bedrooms watching a TV like in the dark, just watching the football game by myself.
And then you came back out because you realized
Because it was sad, and I love The Bachelor.
And there it is. So we'll go ahead and wrap it up with that. Raven, if you're listening for whatever reason, Hunter was super team you. Corinne.
Married and very happily married at that.
Well, it has nothing to do with
It's
that.
not Nick, because Nick needs to get his. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's get his shit together.
Moving on. I don't even know what segue we could possibly go.
I'm gonna
from that.
pivot. I'm gonna pivot right now with
Pivot,
like
good
this is a would you rather. It was very popular in the last episode, so I'll give you another one. Trav, firing it at you.
Okay.
Would you rather play an entire show with a lifelike penis-looking microphone?
Like a dildo.
No, dildo is halfway there. I mean lifelike looking microphone,
It works.
or play
There's
bass.
quality-wise, it works like mine.
I'm just kidding. Or
Or
you
play bass.
Yeah.
I take bass.
No, I'm just kidding.
Can I still pick bass?
Just kidding. Here's for real. Sing the entire show with the microphone that looks like that. It's phallic. Or you have to play drums for the entire set, and Dave Grohl is in the crowd watching.
Oh shit. Is the penis hard or flaccid?
It's a little bit in between.
Let's
Yeah.
go. It's
a little bit in between.
It's like what
It's
you
hard
would.
on some songs when you're really singing into it.
Oh my gosh! It's interactive.
It's got the mechanical, like,
Oh my gosh!
robotic penis microphone.
Yeah, like it responds when you hit the high notes.
And you have to pay to make it.
Well, this is an absolutely easy answer. I think we all know.
Or hold on. Let me
hold on.
Let me get specific before you answer, because I know what you're about to say. Dave Grohl's watching. He's live streaming it, and the title of the live stream is "Check out how sick my boy Trav is on drums," and you have to play to a click track.
Do you really think so?
And then you can play a beat, but like if you had to like crush a show.
It.
Gotta go interactive.
I would definitely go. I would play drums versus sing through a giant cock on stage. Yeah, I would play
It
drums.
was giant.
Yeah, dude,
He did. He said
keep
it was
your fantasies
interactive.
to yourself, dude. We're just asking, would you rather? Just kidding.
Thank you to all the sponsors that we just lost. We really appreciate you sticking around.
Sorry, I thought it was
Hey,
uncensored.
I know that it is uncensored. Clearly, everybody just heard. Why are all the would you rather's directed towards me? Is there anybody else that?
No, I just feel like it's fun to pin them on you.
All right, cool.
Like clearly you're squirming, your face turned a little red. It's a little bit of entertainment.
That's the Jameson. In a perfectly normal segue, Danny, Valentina's pregnant.
She is?
Yes, Danny is going to be a dad. He's going to be the third We the Kings member to be a father, and that's pretty awesome.
Very true. I'm very excited. Actually, just the other day, I got to hear the heartbeat. There's like a machine that's like super sensitive to sound.
That you take home, or is it from?
Yeah, you just buy it like at a pharmacy or whatever. She puts it up against her
dollar
belly.
store.
It takes her like a minute, and you can hear the heartbeat of the baby. Like it kind of sounds like somebody's jump roping next door to you, but like it's like, but like that's the heartbeat of like the kid. And it's weird. Like I know that she's pregnant, but there's all these little stages that happen where I just get kind of like, whoa, like my eyes
Right.
widen and like I like kind of like just go numb for a second, like because it's so fascinating at like the fact that stuff's going on, and that was one of those moments last night.
Coley, what was your? Because Coley is actually having a child in a few weeks. At the very end of his tour,
Number 2.
he will be. Oh my God! You will have your second child. Do you remember what was the craziest thing about your first child?
Oh,
We'll just hold the mics away from him and make him seem like, oh, he doesn't know this.
after the initial, effect of like, wow, you're pregnant. I think seeing the first, not the sonograms, but the 3D
Like the
ultrasounds,
ultrasound, yeah.
was pretty wild to like see the face and the shape of the nose, and you kind of got an idea of wow, that looks like my baby, and then they come out. It's still amazing.
Can I be honest? I don't think I'm gonna do the 3D sonogram.
Well, it could scare you too because it's really crazy looking.
I didn't see yours, so
Yeah.
take that into consideration when I
Yeah.
say what I'm gonna say. I think they all look terrifying.
My wife thinks that too. My wife claims my son was the ugliest thing when he was born. I still think he looked like an angel.
Like they just like it's like a weird like it's such a weird color. Like why can't they just make it like black and white? It's like a orange, like a creamy orange.
like
color.
melted caramel.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, and it's like their faces
but
pressed up against like the wall. so
What
it's like
color do
smushed.
you think it is in there?
But why does it
like a peachy pink?
Why does it have to be colorized? It's not like a National Geographic documentary. Just like I
It's
want to see the shape of the face.
2017. We're not using black and white TV anymore. It's colored.
Actually, I think the most crazy part is actually feeling it when it starts kicking and moving in there. And you're like, wow, there's really something in there.
Yeah, I'm not there yet.
When you get there.
Yeah.
Or when it's staring at you in the face, pooping its pants, saying, when I'm done with this, you got to wipe my ass.
And you've had 1 hour of sleep. Wow, this is real. It's happening.
For anybody who is wondering, Coley has a son who is 2 years old. His name's Elliot. He is not like your wife had thought the ugliest thing. He's actually the cutest little boy in the world. So you did good, dude. You did. And how could you not? He's a stud. He's the band's most attractive member, voted 5 years running.
True.
I don't know who was before that. I'm going to say myself. So we're going to eventually start a band for our, and they're totally into it. It was totally their decision as well, but our kids are going to be forced to be in a band called the Wee Kings, W-E-E.
They're going to rehearse before school and after school, 2 a days.
Yep. Hunter, as well, with his wife Kate, are also trying to add to the band. He's just lost. People watching, staring into.
What are you looking at?
People watching. It's serious
Don't
out here.
understand sometimes how things get up to the top of buildings. I don't know.
Yes.
Like King Kong? Is King Kong
Yes.
out
Yes.
Yeah, I was just watching this crane bring this thing up there, and I was like, holy fucking shit, that's a lot of weight that they gotta bring up there, one. And then two, that's up like, I don't even know how fucking tall that is.
Yo, the craziest thing is like when you think about how cranes are built, they're built by other cranes. And then you start thinking about the Matrix, and someday we're going to be obsolete.
I was like, these cranes, like, they keep on getting, like, they grow as the building grows. Like, how the fuck do they do that?
I could not think of a better time to go to questions. Here we go. Oh, this is kind of a nice segue. Travis, do you and Jenny have plans to have any more children? And the answer to that is uncensored. I would like to impregnate my wife as much as she'll let me. Moving on.
So is that a yes or?
This is a good question. I'll pass this on to Coley. What are these questions for?
They're for our podcast.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's new. It's new for people, you know.
And they're for you. These questions are for you, the fans.
Favorite thing that's happened on tour so far? I think that's a good question. We were in Buffalo.
Which category though?
Wow.
There's drugs, sex, and rock and roll
Wow.
as part of the. I will say that my favorite thing that we've done on tour was actually in Buffalo. We got to go to an escape room / haunted house, and a Formula One racetrack. Not Formula One.
The go-kart.
A go-kart Formula One.
Oh no! It was actually the exact opposite. It was go-karts.
But they go 45 miles per hour.
And then we had Frankie Muniz come out and race with us.
That is true. Who was a Formula One racer.
It's crazy, yeah. He was always in those celebrity Grand Prix. I know like Adam Carolla does them, and a bunch of other people race these cars. But it's so funny because you're like, well, these are go-karts on this little track. Stuff like that is not going to translate. He ended up having the best lap of the day, so there's a real skill to it. It's not just like having the best go-kart, man.
Skidding around
Yeah.
and everything, going super fast, which all we did, and we all sucked at it.
There's a technique to it, and he's got it down.
There is. Okay, this next question: how many parking tickets do you get per tour? And this is funny only because
Hopefully fucking none.
I don't think we have had any, have we?
we absolutely have.
We've had parking tickets.
We've had parking tickets. We just got one in Canada.
We did?
Yeah, so currently we're not allowed back in until we pay that. But we also get a lot of notes.
Well,
we
hey,
also
you
get a lot of
can't-
love
you-
notes that are on the tour bus, so they look like parking tickets. However, they're not.
Oh, hey, you can't park here. Sorry, it's Toronto.
Sorry.
Is that a good Toronto accent?
Oh,
Oh, we're really
All right,
sorry about this.
everybody except Charles is allowed to answer this next
Everybody
one.
except Charles. Okay, here we go.
How many consecutive times has Charles fallen during this tour? All right, we'll go to Hunter for the first answer.
I stopped counting.
Cole?
That's it. No, yeah.
I missed the first time, but I hear it was epic that the other night.
Oh, and St. Louis.
I think it's the only time.
There was it was not the only time.
I don't think I've fallen other than that.
He's fallen more than once. I only saw the once. And
Oh, I guess not falling.
And it wasn't like a trip. It wasn't like a oops, lost my step. Nobody saw that. You disappeared.
He got dragged to the depths of that dance floor.
Yeah.
Okay, in my defense.
You have no defense.
No, in
wait.
my defense, every single band fell. The guy from Astro Lasso, guy from Plaid Bricks, Sean from Cute is What We Aim For, he fell too. Every single person fell.
They might have just been saying that to make you feel bad. No, I'm just kidding. They definitely did fall.
Oh yeah. That hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, we fell.
Yeah, so it's only once.
There is
think so.
there's no question that Charles is the band member with 2 left feet. I think
That I will not deny that.
anytime that we tried to do, this is gonna sound so girly. Anytime that we tried to do full band choreography,
Oh my God.
Try to come out of this.
which is never all the time. Charles, you just go back to your base and rock out, and
I usually go with
Hunter,
you.
Coley, and
I
I,
know
we
you're not dancing anywhere back there.
Danny dances with
Danny-
with all ligaments.
You and I
Just
both
saying,
know I'm a
he can't
phenomenal
when he's
dancer.
playing, so I just go hang out with him.
All right.
It's your safe space.
It's my safe space. Exactly. I go there and I'll just hide a little bit.
Trav, you got any more questions there? Fire off a good one. Don't hold back. No holds bar. Go.
Here we go.
What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
What's your favorite color?
I actually got that one, and it's just never a question I'll ever answer. Because I just don't think I have a favorite color. Does anybody have like a favorite color that's just like, God, I fucking love blue?
I mean, I don't have a fetish color, but I do enjoy green.
Oh, yeah, every time I see blue, I'm just like, oh, fuck.
I love blue so much.
I like the color orange, though. I'll always look at the color orange.
My wife was wearing orange at the
It's
wedding.
just so loud. It's a loud, obtrusive color.
If it's not
Your
orange,
wife
we'll
did
look
look
at
very nice in that orange.
Yeah, she did. Let's talk about how hot Jenny looked. I'm gonna pass the mic around and talk about how hot Jenny
Hey,
looked. Charles,
we
you're
love
up
you
next.
guys. Thanks for listening to episode 3. I gotta beat the shit out of some of my
Freudian
band members.
slip.
We love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, man. Just listening, watching. We're a band, so we always say watching. But
He's a
episode
dad. He
3.
doesn't know how this works.
Well, yeah. I think I have Snapchat on my phone. Snapchat.
You said Snapchat. You could have messed it up at a more perfect time.
I didn't mess it
Oh
up.
my
Is
gosh.
it not called Snapchat?
Yeah.
Again. We love you
You can
guys.
find this one up on the MySpaces and
Yeah, check us out on the line, and
amazing.
and we will see you for on the line.
Is that what you said?
Yeah. Whatever it's
On
called.
the line.
Hey, just let me be a dad, all right? And I'll let you be a 2-footed
Things of this.
dancer. We love you guys. Thanks so much for being a part of this, and we will see you for episode 4.
See ya.
Peace out. We the Kings is Travis Clark, Hunter Thompson, Danny Duncan, Charles Trippy, and Coley O'Toole. Check out We the Kings at WeTheKingsMusic.com. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at We the Kings. Encore is a part of Uncover Studios. Be sure to subscribe on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play Music, or wherever you get your podcasts so that you don't miss a single episode. Check out more shows from Uncover on UncoverStudios.com. Executive producers are Dave Kiney and Caroline Valentino. We were produced this week by Adam Raymunda. Music by Adam Raymunda. Thanks so much for listening.